In these times of uncertainty, it's companies that can make sense of it all that make the money. Companies like global information provider IHS. I'm joined here at the Bloomberg Businessweek European Leadership Forum by IHS's chairman and CEO. He's Jerry Stead. Thank you very much for being with us on INSEAD Knowledge.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Jerry, you've been chairman of the company since 2000 and CEO since 2006. Can you give us a snapshot of who your customers are, what your mission is?
We provide critical information and insight for 5 domains in the world: energy, security, environment, product life cycle, and micro and macroeconomics. We're the largest provider in the world of that. A simple way to describe it, 92% of the global 1,000 we do business with our customers, and all of the G20 plus probably another 130 country governments we do business with.
How do you get more clients with such a high market share?
We continue to make acquisitions of new information and insight. We've made 30 acquisitions in the last 4.5 years. Each of those acquisitions are specific to one of those domains, or as we say, in the center, where they come together for solutions. And it's always adding to help our customers make critical information.
Are you more inclined to make purchases or partnerships?
Oh, good question. We do what we call BBOP, build, buy, or partner. And we make that decision based on what our customers want, and we make it based on what we can do quickest and most efficiently to bring it to the customer.
How do you get from the raw data, synthesize it, and then output it for clients? What are those steps?
I always correct people when they say you sell data, and I say, no, we sell information. Data is available to everybody. We bring it up into our 3 what we call critical information development centers, 2 in India, 1 in North America, and we go through our so-called 4 C's of making sure that the quality is, 1, the best in the world, accuracy is the best in the world, timeliness is the best in the world, and the ability to understand it is best in the world. And then we update it actually by the minute, by the day, by the week, by the month, on an ongoing basis, and get feedback from our customers of their perception of how good is it and how helpful is it.
You mentioned India as a processing center. How far flung is your operation?
And we're all over the world. We have people in 60 countries. We do business in 192 countries on a daily basis. We speak 82 languages. When I was in China a few weeks ago, someone asked me how many dialects we speak, and the answer is I don't know yet, but we'll try to find out.
Having said all that, what's your projection for the global economy?
We've been very consistent. We've talked consistently about 2-speed recovery: Asia Pacific, particularly China, Southeast Asia, and India moving very well. We've got a bit of a caution on China and inflation that we're watching. Greater Europe and North America having a slower recovery, struggling with these ongoing issues. Of course, the current one being Ireland, one before that being Greece, with more to come. So a slower recovery. We've just reduced our forecast, our probability of a double dip to less than 20%. So that's good news for the world.
Why is that?
Because we believe that the recoveries that we've seen thus far, we track 20 indices in 204 geographic areas on a daily, weekly basis. They've now turned good news. There's about 12 of those that are green for the first time, and we always look at red, green, arrow up, arrow down. 12 that are green with arrows up, 8 with red, but 6 of those are arrows up. So it's pretty good history we have. We own WIFA and DRI, the founders of all the economic forecasting in the world. So that's the history base we use to make those decisions.
Overall, are you optimistic about what you're seeing?
Well, personally, I'm always optimistic, but realistically, we're at a point today where we feel better than we felt economically forecasting in the last 2 years. It's hard to believe that it was only September of 2008 with the Lehman bankruptcy that this all exploded on us. But I would say we feel better today than we've seen in some time.
Let me end by asking you what business school students should be learning today in order to navigate these difficult waters tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a really thoughtful question. Most important to me is learn how to listen. We live in a world today where folks are passing each other in the night and day without listening to what's really going on, point one. Point two, a cliche but a very important one. I always surround myself with great people and operate with 100% trust of all those people and do everything I can to help them be successful. And if we learn to bring great people together and help them do great things by teamwork and truly living the kind of values that we expect, it makes for a very great company.
Jerry Stead, thank you very much for being with us today on INSEAD Knowledge.
My pleasure.